Get ready to uncover the jaw-dropping secrets and hidden agendas that will change the way you see politics forever.
The wind whipped through the open window, carrying with it the scent of freshly cut grass and the distant hum of the crowd. Sarah adjusted the scope on her rifle, its cold metal a reassuring weight against her shoulder. The target, the president, was a tiny figure on the stage, oblivious to the shadow of death closing in on him. It was meant to be a celebratory rally, a show of unity, but for Sarah, it was a grim tableau of imminent demise. This wasn't a job she wanted. She joined the CIA for the thrill of the chase, the high-stakes missions, the intricate web of espionage. But this was different. She'd been recruited by a shadowy figure, a man who spoke of lizard people, of a hidden government that controlled everything from behind the scenes, and of a president who was nothing more than a pawn. Her mission was simple: eliminate the president before he spilled the truth and the world plunged into chaos. The man had been persuasive, his words laced with fear and desperation. "The president's going off script," he'd said, his voice a low rumble in the dimly lit room. "He's about to reveal everything. We need to stop him, for the sake of the nation." Sarah, drawn by the enigma of it all, had agreed. The truth, whatever it was a dangerous thing, a Pandora's box best left unopened. As the president began his speech, his voice booming through the stadium, Sarah felt a wave of unease wash over her. She knew what she had to do, yet the task seemed impossible. He was so close, so vulnerable, bathed in the light of the setting sun. But the guilt was quickly swallowed by a cold, professional detachment. This wasn't personal, it was for the greater good. A tremor ran through her hands. There were so many things she didn't understand. Why did the CIA need an outsider, a young assassin who'd only been with the agency for a year, to carry out this task? Why didn't they use their own operatives? The thought sent shivers down her spine. It was clear now, the CIA was more than just a government agency. It was part of the conspiracy, the real power behind the throne. They'd used her, manipulated her. Yet, she couldn't back down now. The damage had already been done. As the crowd roared their approval, Sarah tightened her grip on the rifle. She focused, aligning the crosshairs on the president's chest. Her finger twitched on the trigger, a single, agonizing beat away from ending his life. But something stopped her, a flicker of doubt, a faint whisper of conscience. What if he wasn't the enemy? What if he was trying to bring down the real puppeteers? In that moment, Sarah saw it, the truth. She wasn't executing a president, she was assassinating a scapegoat. The man who was meant to take the fall when the world discovered the truth. And that thought, that realization, was more terrifying than any conspiracy. Sarah pulled the trigger, but not at the president. A shot rang out, the sound echoing through the stadium, sending the crowd into a frenzy of panic. She had shot the man in the shadows, the one who'd orchestrated this whole charade, the man who'd pulled her strings, who'd given her this impossible choice. As she ran, the chaos of the crowd fading behind her, Sarah knew she'd just started another war. A war against the real puppet masters, the ones who hid in the dark, pulling the strings of power. A war that would be long, hard, and dangerous. But for the first time, Sarah felt a sense of hope. She was no longer a pawn, but a player, and the game had just gotten a whole lot more interesting.
For watching. Please subscribe, it makes a huge difference as we are just a small channel and would genuinely love your support. And if you liked this video, hit that like button to let us know, and tell us in the comments below what other stories you'd like to see brought to life.